Hi, hello, and welcome to KNTV. You are watching our weekly Q&A Indian Inside Indian Football Show, episode number 82. Uh, Considering we are now moving into a period where current season is about to end, and the new season, pre-season will start, transfer window will open. The fans are very excited for the transfer window. I have seen some fans who are very active during the transfer window, but ultimately their interest and the excitement dies when season goes on. So I understand. So lots of fans are looking into transfer window very exciting way, especially somebody like East Bengal, who are thinking that this is the time. Their fans are thinking this is our time to finally, uh, finally do something in the Indian Super League, and the legacy they carry. Can they make an impact in the ISL? Can they disturb this top six or top four, however you want to call it? So I think so ईस्ट बंगाल के बारे में भी बात करेंगे. We'll have lots of things to talk about India under 16 team, under 17, however you want to call it. They have defeated Atletico Madrid handsomely. The way they have done, uh, it's fantastic. Our Bibiano boys, I always trust. The people who have said, the draw is tough, they will come home early. One thing I kept on saying to everybody, that Bibiano team is always is going to surprise me, and not me, to everyone. Just give me 1 second. Just have something to fix. तो आप लोगों का टाइम ना वेस्ट करते हुए, आई हैव लिटिल बिट अपडेट अबाउट वेरियस टीम्स एंड एवरीथिंग. लेट मी से माय हाई टू एवरीवन हु आर वाचिंग. सो अरविंद जी, विष्णु, एमओएल एमआर, सौम्य, आशीष रॉय. मैं लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे कमेंट्स देख रहा हूँ, नीचे भी है मेरे पे कमेंट्स देखने के लिए, बट मेरा टीवी छीन लिया गया मेरे से, जो मेरे सामने होता था, तो मेरे लिए थोड़ा इजी होता था. बट या क्या कर सकते हैं. स्किनी एरा कह रहे हैं, उन्होंने अपना नाम चेंज कर लिया. यार लालुंग भाई, ऐसे नाम मत चेंज करो. आई थिंक I will learn your name and I will start pronouncing it right. I'm now starting, I think, pronouncing it right. Shubham Sharma, hello. Varshan, hello. शोमशीष रॉय, अपडेट है जी ईस्ट बंगाल के बारे में. आई विल कम टू आकाश मिश्रा के ऊपर. सारी नज़रें हैं. आई थिंक आकाश मिश्रा इज़ गोइंग टू ब्रेक सम काइंड ऑफ अ ट्रांसफर रिकॉर्ड, एंड कुछ इंसाइट लेके आया हूँ मैं आपके लिए. किसी से मेरी बात हो रही थी कि एटीके मोहन बगान के प्लेयर्स के जो सैलरी कैप की बातें चलती हैं, हाउ डिड दे मैनेज द सैलरी कैप. सो आई हैव हर्ड, I was talking to someone and I heard a very lame bonus clause in a player contract. तो मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि कि कैसे वो बोनसेस दे के प्लेयर्स की सैलरी मैनेज कर रही है एथलीट मोहन बगान सुपर जायंट, और एटीके मोहन बगान अभी इस सीजन तो है ही. तो उसके बारे में बात करेंगे, दैट हाउ दे आर मैनेजिंग द सैलरी कैप, बिकॉज दैट्स अ मेजर एंड आई हैव गिवन insight on the salary cap earlier also. It's not that this is something new, but this time I have a particular information for one particular player. I think it was a foreigner or Indian, I don't know, but on particular clause he had in his contract. Ganesh Nayak, ऋत्विक दास का खेलना उन्हें आर्टिकल करा है, आपने पढ़ा होगा that ऋत्विक दास has extended his contract with Jamshedpur FC. His deal was ending next year, but of course Jamshedpur MC wanted to lock it for future. They have signed him, extended his contract. Ishan Pandita sadly is leaving Jamshedpur FC. सौम्यदीप कहते हैं यन ढांडा के लिए. भाई देखो, मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड रहता हूँ अपने ओरिजिन के लोगों से बात करने के लिए. मेरी भी एक जर्नी थी. जैसे लोगों के कमेंट सेक्शन में लोगों के कमेंट आए हैं कि ये तो पासपोर्ट नहीं छोड़ रहा. मैं भी ऐसी था, जब मैं कॉलेज में था मैं भी ये बात करता था, पासपोर्ट छोड़ दो यार, क्या दिक्कत है, पासपोर्ट दो. बट you have to see the other side of the story also, and I think Jan has presented his story very well, and we can hope and keep a finger crossed that Jan plays in Premier League and he plays for India. I think and if you guys have watched the interview, there is a good section where he's talked about that he had a phone call with AFF General Secretary Saji Prabhakaran. मैं बीच में कॉफ़ी पीता रहूँगा बिकॉज थोड़ी सी तबीयत फीवर आ रहा है, तो आई थिंक उसके लिए है. इट वॉज एथलेटिको मैड्रिड अंडर 16 मेन टीम, कुणाल पंजाबी, एंड दिस इज इंडियाज अंडर 16 टीम ओनली. वी आर कॉलिंग इट अंडर 17 टीम because AFC has changed the structure for the AFC under 16 championship. Now they're calling it AFC under 17 championship because earlier AFC Championship was AFC under 16, FIFA was under 17 World Cup. So now they have kind of matched each and everything together. Now everything is FIFA under 17 World Cup, AFC under 17 Championship. So this is India under 17 team, but most of the boys, I think majority of them are under 16. So it's on paper is a good matchup, and Atletico Madrid is known to produce lots of players. So we'll come on that, and there is some kind of a information on the, hopefully Khelna might bring something for you guys if you keep our finger crossed. And I think now going ahead, the team is also in Spain, that they're going to Germany for a very exciting 15 days tour also, which I gave the information I think to you guys लास्ट वीक. एंड ट्रांसफ़र मार्केट में खलबली सी है थोड़ी सी, तो उसकी तरफ भी आएंगे. पहले मैं देख लूँ कितने लोग आ गए हैं. हमारे मॉड्स आए हैं कि नहीं आए. आई थिंक एसएडी केरला इज़ हियर. आई होप देयर इज अनदर गाय जिन्होंने अपना नाम मेरा ही नाम बना लिया है. तो इफ़ ही इज़ हियर देन विल स्टार्ट सो दैट ही कैन पुट द टाइम स्टैम्प फॉर द पीपल हु इज़ गोइंग टू वॉच लेटर. एक मैं चाहता हूँ कि हम लोग हर इनसाइड इंडियन फुटबॉल के टाइम स्टैम्प डालें. हाइलाइट्स देखने को मिलेगा. यार स्पेन के टूर का मुझे पता नहीं है, पर जर्मनी के टूर का खेलना इज ट्राइंग टू डू समथिंग फॉर यू गाइज. अगर भगवान ने चाहा तो कीप आवर फिंगर क्रॉस, देयर माइट बी मोर देन हाइलाइट्स फ्रॉम जर्मनी इफ ऑल गोज वेल. सो वो मैं आपको रिवील करूँगा जब मेरे पे कंफर्मेशन खुद से आएगा. एंड लेट्स सी. Talk about intercontinental poor countries. I agree, Ganesh Nayak. I think this selection of countries, इससे बढ़िया तो नेपाल बांग्लादेश ही बुला लेते यार. मतलब just in case Afghanistan, these kind of teams you could have called. I think poor. Totally agree, and this should have been, unlike when Stephen Constantine team before the, if you guys remember, there was a draw for the AFC Asian Cup, and he made sure that India's climb to the ranking, and to get the favorable draw. I don't think AFF or the current coach is thinking about something like that. They just arrange these countries. Are they the countries who are not available? But I think they could have easily called teams between 100 to 130 who could have given India a good ranking point on a long term, and who could have helped India to increase their FIFA ranking. East Bengal पे ही start करेंगे. Supreet Day, let's start at when we reach 100 people. एंड अभी 82 लोग देख रहे हैं, 25 लाइक्स हैं, तो आप एक बार 100 लाइक्स तो कर दीजिए. एंड आई थिंक इज इम्पॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि उससे लगता है कि आप लोगों का इंटरेस्ट है कि नहीं है. विष्णु राज कह रहे थे इंटरव्यू विद यन डांडा वाज वेरी इन्फॉर्मेटिव. वी आर आल्सो एबल टू सी अदर साइड ऑफ द रिवर. आई थिंक देखो, एक ना अभी एक होता है एजेंडा जो लोग चलाते हैं. सो देयर इज अ सेट ऑफ पीपल हु वांट टू रन अ एजेंडा, पर्टिकुलर एजेंडा. एक होता है दैट वी एज अ न्यूट्रल, वी हैव टू हियर अदर साइड. आप ट्विटर पे बोल दो यार तू अपना पासपोर्ट छोड़ दे. इट्स लाइक आई एम टेलिंग XYZ पर्सन अपना घर छोड़ दे, तू कहीं और आ जा. इतना ईजी नहीं होता है. तो देयर इज अ ह्यूमन साइड ऑल्सो, देयर इज इमोशनल साइड ऑल्सो, देयर इज अ फाइनेंशियल साइड ऑल्सो, एंड देयर इज फ्यूचर सिक्योरिटी ऑल्सो. तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर पासपोर्ट की अवेलेबिलिटी तुरंत मिल जाए पासपोर्ट, इट कुड बी थॉट कि सीजन एंड हुआ फॉर एग्जाम्पल स्कॉटिश प्रीमियर लीग में, यन ढांडा का जून, वो जुलाई में इंडिया आए और अगस्त में उनका इंडियन पासपोर्ट उनके हाथ पे हो, तो आई कैन गो बैक एंड ट्राई इन SPL टू गेट दी वर्क परमिट. सो इतना सिंपल नहीं है. लोगों को लगता है कि इंडियन पासपोर्ट लेके जर्मनी खेल लेगा. इंडियन पासपोर्ट लेने का विंडो ही 1 से 2 साल का है कम से कम. चाहे आप कुछ भी हो, कितनी भी आप 2 साल लगेंगे आपको पासपोर्ट लेने में. देयर इज एग्जांपल ऑफ Arata Azumi टेकिंग इंडियन पासपोर्ट. इट टुक हिम 4 years to take the Indian passport, by the way, when he started his whole process. So it's not easy, if you ask me, to change the passport process. And अगर आप एक्टिवली जॉब कर रहे हो, आप ये सोचो ना, अपना लिविंगहुड छोड़ के आप एक पासपोर्ट के डॉक्यूमेंटेशन पे तो नहीं लग सकते हो. तो होल आइडिया इज़ कि अगर पासपोर्ट लेने का प्रोसेस सिंप्लीफाई कर दे गवर्नमेंट, वो नहीं करेगी गवर्नमेंट अभी. तो अगर वो पासपोर्ट लेने का प्रोसेस सिंप्लीफाई नहीं हो सकता, तो एक दूसरा अल्टरनेटिव है OCI कार्ड. तो OCI कार्ड, इफ दे कैन, इफ इंडियन गवर्नमेंट कैन स्टैम्प एंड से द OCI कार्ड, it's an identity proof, by the way. It's like that it says overseas citizen of India, so it's already approved by Indian government. If Indian government, the sports minister of India, can give a stamp paper to AFF that this is the the identity verification proof from the government that say particular OCI card holders are are the overseas citizen of India, and they should be allowed to play for India. FIFA rules can be altered accordingly. So I think that's the whole thing. So it's between us if we can do something as a society, as a because passport changing process is globally same for not just OCI card holder, for the people who are taking passport, जो नॉन इंडियंस भी हैं, नॉन इंडियन ओरिजिन्स भी, कोई अफ्रीकन है या कोई ईरानी है, कोई अफगानी है, उनका भी सेम ही रहता है. इट वॉज, if I was in place of gender, I would never give away my passport, as Kerala says, and I think it's particular person to person. What is Don Ravi is cooking at Goa and are also as a race for Akash Mishra. I think उस पर आएंगे. 40 लाइक्स हुए हैं सिर्फ. मुझे लगता है आप लोग लाइक्स बटन के से थोड़ी नफरत है. कोई नहीं, हम चालू करते हैं शो. एंड नवीन भाई आपके CFC की तरफ भी आएंगे. विल कम टीम बाय टीम. देयर इज सम इनसाइट आई थिंक फॉर ईच टीम आई हैव. ठीक है, मैं अगर आप लोग उम्मीद कर रहे हैं मैं बहुत बड़े नाम रिवील करूंगा, वो नहीं, मैं इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको बिहाइंड द सीन दे दूंगा कि किस प्लेयर का क्या चल रहा है, व्हाट इन्फॉर्मेशन आई हैव, एंड जल्दी अपडेट हो. मुझे पनवेल निकल रहा है तो लोग जल्दी में भी हैं, तो वो सब भी कर लेंगे. एंड वी विल डू अ साउथ एशियन पॉडकास्ट, आई थिंक गणेश नायक फॉर श्योर, बिकॉज साउथ एशियन चैंपियनशिप भी आ रही है. एक्चुअली थोड़ा शेड्यूल इधर उधर रहता है, तो मैं भी थोड़ा टाइम, मतलब 4 कंट्रीज से, डिफरेंट कंट्रीज से लोग इकट्ठे करना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है, बट विल ट्राई. दोज लवली पीपल विच आई नो, आई थिंक दिस शो वॉज वेरी गुड. स्टीफन फॉर नॉर्थ ईस्ट इज ट्रू. नॉर्थ ईस्ट का कोच, आपको शायद पहली बार ऐसा होगा कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लिए एक सरप्राइजिंग अपडेट है, स्पेशली रिगार्डिंग द कोच, व्हाट आई एम हियरिंग राइट नाउ. तो वो उस पर आऊँगा मैं. He can come to ISL in his 30s and it will be still beneficial for Indian national team, Ankur Jain said. I think, and if you saw the podcast, said it's my father dream to me for play in ISL. And unke father is very exciting. I think remind me of Brandon father sometime, in terms of the excitement he has. ये पॉडकास्ट एडिट होते होते बहुत टाइम लग रहा था, बिकॉज आई डोंट नो, सिस्टम थ्रॉटल हुआ, आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स का कुछ इशू था. तो इज जस्ट मुझे भेज दो, मुझे अनलिस्टेड करके भेज दो, मैं खुद देखना चाहता हूँ, आप बाद में लोगों को देना. बट मैं उनको बोल रहा था सर एडिट कंप्लीट हो जाए, मेरे हाथ में नहीं है, मेरा एडिटर लगा हुआ है घर पे पिछले 48 आवर्स से. एंड अल्टीमेटली व्हेन इट केम एंड आई वाज वेरी एक्साइटेड. आई थिंक होपफुली इफ यू गाइस कैन शो योर लव एंड सपोर्ट टू द वीडियो, डू लाइक, शेयर एंड कमेंट ऑन द यंग ढांडा इंटरव्यू, सो दैट वी कैन ब्रिंग यू मोर कंटेंट like that. And also ऑडियो वर्जन में भी पॉडकास्ट हर जगह अवेलेबल है, स्पॉटिफाई, एप्पल, गूगल पॉडकास्ट, आपको जियो सावन, जहाँ गाना वाना, अमेजोन, सब जगह जहाँ आपको आप करते हो वहाँ आपको ये पॉडकास्ट मिल जाना चाहिए. अब आते हैं द शो की तरफ. 55 लाइक्स हैं, पर कोई नहीं, विल स्टार्ट. I think I thought 100 like पे we could have start. Let's start with, let me open my document also, if you guys don't mind. I have a Word document which I always keep for my information. Let's start with summarizing Super Cup. 4 teams have qualified for the Super Cup, and Jamshedpur, Bengaluru, Odisha, Northeast. I think 3 of them nobody would have given chance before Super Cup started, which is Bengaluru, or not, which is Jamshedpur, Odisha and Northeast. But that's the cup tournament is all about. Just think about winning a Super Cup can be a major achievement for somebody like Northeast United, for example. They're struggling in terms of financially, they're struggling in terms of ownership and everything, but if they can win Super Cup, that might change things for them. And what I'm hearing are positive updates I'm hearing for the Northeast United. So, we'll come into that updates when we wrap up the Super Cup section. Northeast team, has produced the Churchill Northeast game should have been TV. Ideally, I think they should have recorded it with one camera or something. We could have shown it, and I think they've done really well. Jamshedpur finally looks like that, they did well in the Super Cup. They remain undefeated in group stage game. ATK Mohun Bagan, I think maybe overconfidence you can say, or maybe, I don't know what happened there, but they are out. They lost all. And the Continental Cup, Hero Cup starting from 9th to 18th of June. India, Lebanon, 2 good teams. Mongolia, how do you pronounce that? Vanuatu. I don't know. I very honest and I don't be that cam. यहाँ पे मैं वो कर रहा हूँ, but मैंने नहीं सुना था कि वैनाटू नाम की भी कोई कंट्री है जो फुटबॉल खेलती है. एंड दिस इज़ नॉट मेरी इग्नोरेंस नहीं है, बट दिस इज़ वेरी ऑनेस्ट फीडबैक. एंड आई एम श्योर मेजॉरिटी इंडियन फुटबॉल के जो फैंस हैं उनको भी ये जोग्राफी का लेसन इंडियन फुटबॉल देता रहता है. एंड आई थिंक सरप्राइजिंग, लेबनान इज़ अ गुड टीम. आई थिंक दे कुड हैव इजीली कॉल अ टीम फ्रॉम साउथ अमेरिका और अफ्रीका. रवांडा को दे हैव अप्रोच, बट रवांडा लास्ट मोमेंट पे दे पुल्ड आउट. बट आई थिंक दे स्टिल एट टाइम, इट्स स्टिल जून, दे स्टिल इन अप्रैल. दे could have done here and there. I think maybe could have called a team from from Middle East, maybe one more team from Middle East. There are lots of teams from Middle East which they could have target. and also in Europe, or if you remember last Hero Continental Cup, Kenya, New Zealand, they were good teams, and sadly in this Hero Continental Cup, if this is the marquee tournament for Indian national team, these teams are not marquee for me, if you ask me honestly. So not I think maybe they're resuming, but I think still they could have done better job. And see, that's what we are for. जहाँ पे हमें लगेगा कि AIFF officials are doing good work, we'll give them thumbs up. जहाँ पे हमें लगेगा if they are, they have not done up to mark job, then I think we should raise those critical points, and that's what here. हम किसी के एक blind following पे नहीं है, if you remember the whole saga of CEO and everything, when I took a stand against the CEO appointed by their committee that we should not get banned. The people and I got a message on Instagram and Twitter, किसी भाई ने मैसेज किया था यार कि आशीष भाई सॉरी, जब आपने इंडिया बैन हो रही थी आपने एक स्टैंड लिया और उनको लगा कि मैं अगेंस्ट जा रहा हूँ CEO के और रंजीत बजाज जी के, कि मैंने ये बोला कि नहीं, इंडिया का बैन होना विल बी मेजर ब्लंडर एंड वी शुड नॉट गेट बैन. शॉर्ट टर्म गेन के चक्कर से हम लॉन्ग टर्म नुकसान इंडियन फुटबॉल का नहीं कर सकते. एंड देन उस भाई ने बोला कि मैं अब समझाऊं कि वो कितना इंपॉर्टेंट था वो वहाँ पे इंडिया का बैन लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए ना होना. एंड आई थिंक यही मेरी चीज़ है कि मैं किसी भी चीज़ में ब्लाइंड नहीं जाता हूँ. एंड खेलना ऑल्सो वी डोंट फॉलो द ब्लाइंड पाथवे. वी गेव CEO ऑल द कवरेज एंड एवरीथिंग वेन एवर दे टुक डिसीजंस, वी गेव द कवरेज. But when the critical stand need to be taken, and that stand I took through this channel, KNTV TV, and I think there's an Inside Indian Football episode where I explained everything, that getting banned at this time was a major blunder for India. We did get banned, but it was a small window and we recovered from it very quickly. So I think that's whole my point is, if the new regime has taken some decision which is, I think, is not up to mark, I am always going to be very critical of that, and I think they could have arranged a better teams. Indian Women's League starting from 26th, and Odisha FC looks like a very serious for it. And on the women's side, the Kerala Blaster women's team news have still not come. There are two playoff games coming for AFC Cup: Gokulam Kerala versus Super Cup winner. Who would be the Super Cup winner? Will you like Northeast United to go continental in Indian football if they can beat Gokulam Kerala if they win Super Cup? And Hyderabad FC versus ATK Mohan Bagan. Major game here for both the teams. And let's see that what happened in that. Hyderabad FC is on a struggle pathway right now in terms of financially, in terms of team building, in terms of everything. In terms of the coach, they have finalized. He is not a pro licensed coach, so there is also issue. We'll come into that. And India tour, there are 3 more games left in Spain before teams leaves for Germany. And AFC Under 17 Women Asian Cup qualifier round 1. India have announced 23-man squad. India is playing Myanmar and Kyrgyzstan. Another game with them which start from 26th of April. अब आ जाते हैं ट्रांसफर के ऊपर. और अगर आप कुछ कमेंट्स कर रहे हैं तो मैं अभी कमेंट्स नहीं पढ़ रहा हूँ. एंड हुएवर मॉडरेटर इज वाचिंग, प्लीज आप टाइम स्टैम्प डाल देना कमेंट सेक्शन में, देन वीडियो गोज ऑफलाइन, क्योंकि यही एक सेगमेंट है जिसके लिए सबसे ज़्यादा एक्साइटेड रहते हैं. और अदर देन आपके जो खुद के क्वेश्चंस होते हैं उसका जवाब देने के लिए आप लोग जवाब जानने के लिए बहुत एक्साइटेड रहते हो. सो आई थिंक लेट्स स्टार्ट विद मंकी इन द हैट और एलिफेंट आउट ऑफ द रूम, हाउ आई वांट टू से. सर्जियो ओलिवेरा, थोड़ा टाइमलाइन मैं बता देता हूँ, बट मैं एक चीज़ ढूंढ रहा हूँ. अगर मेरे वीडियो एडिटर मुझे देख रहे हैं तो मुझे कुछ चाहिए, वो है नहीं आसपास, आई डोंट नो. सो होपफुली अगर मुझे देख सकते हैं. अंकुश, कैन यू सी मी? अंकुश, टिश्यू देना. या सो फेस टिश्यू. या सर्जियो ओलिवेरा की जो टाइमलाइन है, सर्जियो ओलिवेरा इज स्टिल अंडर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विद द चाइनीज साइड, इज अंडर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट टिल December. So even signing for any club in India, he need NOC, or that particular club has to pay his release clause or a transfer fee and everything. For example, like ATK Mohan Bagan gave it to FC Goa. So सर्जियो ओलिवेरा कम्स विद अ हेफ्टी पैकेज. लास्ट मैंने वीक आपको बताया था कि सर्जियो ओलिवेरा जब किसी भी क्लब में जाते हो 3 अपने कोचेस लेके आते हैं साथ में, इंक्लूडिंग हिम, तो 4 पीपल टीम. देन ही आस्क फॉर 3 to 4 फॉरेनर्स विच कम्स फ्रॉम हिज साइड. वो चूज़ करेंगे, क्लब का कोई रोल नहीं होगा उसमें. सर्जियो ओलिवेरा गेव द इंटरव्यू टू ईस्ट बंगाल, एंड जैसा कोलकाता में होता है, वंस द इंटरव्यू हैपेंड, इट गेट रूमर्ड वेरी क्विकली इन कोलकाता. Kolkata officials अंदर leak, family में leak, media में leak, and that's got out very quickly. Having interview does not mean that particular coach is signing for the particular club. It's just that club is talking to him. Then there are terms which need to be agreed. Then there are terms with the parent club which need to agree. There are terms with his assistant coaches which need to agree. There are terms with the foreigners which he wants to bring need to be agreed, or maybe initial discussion need to take place with them. And one particular player, Sergio Oliveira, is very interested to bring in. I will going to come into when I introduce the second team in this saga, which is Odisha FC. They also had an interview with Sergio Oliveira, and he again same demands. He want to handle all the sporting side of the club in terms of the development, in terms of the youth teams, reserve team to the senior team. He wants to bring 3 of his assistant coaches. He wants to bring 3 foreigners. Odisha, what he told, I think Odisha says 3 foreigners. And let me give straight a name also here. And अगर आप देख रहे हैं, आप देखते रहिए regarding this, whatever if you're watching, the one name which he wants to bring is a former Bengaluru FC striker or attacking midfielder who played for Atletico also sometime, I think. Do you guys remember? If you guys attacking midfielder number 10, आई थिंक मोहन बगान के लिए भी खेले, ठीक है, मोहन बगान के लिए, बट वो नाम आप बताओ, मैं नाम जरूर बताऊंगा आपको कि वो नाम, हु इज द प्लेयर ही वांट्स टू ब्रिंग विद हिम, एंड दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लेयर ही ऑल्सो व्हेन ही वेंट आउट ही टुक विद हिम. सो वो प्लेयर, एंड आई थिंक देवाशीष सात्विक सरकार ने गेस कर लिया, एडियो ग्रासिया इज द प्लेयर. सो एडियो ग्रासिया इज वन ऑफ दोज 3 फॉरेनर्स विच सर्जियो ओलिवेरा वांट्स टू ब्रिंग with him if he signed for Odisha or if he signed for East Bengal. But looks like the clause, because City Group is very serious, they have a club in Mumbai City, they don't want to strengthen the opponent team of their one of the franchisees, so I think if he can took out the release from his parent club, Chinese club, then the second thing is then he has to agree a deal with a particular 2 of the Indian club. And what I'm told now, he's talking to Odisha FC and East Bengal FC, both the clubs he has given interview to, and so-called मैं बोलूँगा कि जो हमारे रूमर बाजी है हमारे इंडियन फुटबॉल में, जैसे देखो इंटरव्यू, अगेन हैविंग अ इंटरव्यू डज नॉट मीन दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लेयर कोच इज ज्वाइनिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर क्लब. टू हायर अ एम्प्लॉय वी टेक, एक पोस्ट के लिए हम 25 लोगों का इंटरव्यू लेते हैं, एनी कंपनी, दैट डज नॉट मीन वी हायरिंग 25 पीपल, यू हायरिंग वन ऑफ दोज. सो क्लब हैज गॉन थ्रू मल्टीपल राउंड ऑफ इंटरव्यूज विद मल्टीपल कोचेस, बोथ द क्लब्स Odisha and East Bengal FC, considering the package which and as BNC says नीतू दा 50 बोचार पीछे, I don't know what he's saying Bengali, but I understand बंगाल में क्या होता है, कोलकाता में स्पेशली, एंड मैं हिंदी में बोलूँगा थोड़ा मैं इजी समझा सकता हूँ. क्या होता है कि एक पर्टिकुलर सेट ऑफ ऑफिशियल एक कोच को पुश करते हैं, दूसरे पर्टिकुलर सेट ऑफ ऑफिशियल दूसरे कोच को पुश करते हैं, देन ये दोनों सेट ऑफ जो ऑफिशियल्स होते हैं ये अपनी लीक करते हैं कि मेरा कोच ये है, फैंस को बताएंगे, कुछ मीडिया उसको बताएंगे, और उसके अगेंस्ट सोशल मीडिया में या मीडिया में वाइब बनाएंगे कि इस कोच को साइन करना चाहिए, बेटर है नहीं है. तो दैट्स वाई द कोलकाता ट्रांसफर मार्केट इज दिस कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, इन टर्म्स ऑफ ट्रांसफर्स. बहुत जल्दी वहाँ पर रूमर निकल के आ जाता है, एंड विच इज़ नॉट फीजिबल समटाइम बिकॉज वो डील बहुत इनिशियल स्टेज पे होती है. सो दैट्स फॉर द सर्जियो ओलिवेरा, ही सागा फॉर Odisha FC, East Bengal. That's the latest update I have. That is given interview to East Bengal, Odisha FC both. He has requested for 3 players, 3 foreigners, 3 supporting staff as a package. So 4 including Oliveira, 3 foreigners. One of the foreigners which he wants to bring is Edu Gracia back to India. So I think hopefully majority of the people has got their answer with Sergio Oliveira, और वो चैप्टर हम अभी क्लोज कर देंगे यहाँ पे. पीपल हु वॉचिंग प्लीज टाइम स्टैम्प आप डाल देना इस बात का कमेंट सेक्शन में, सो पीपल कैन नो अबाउट इट. ठीक है, सो आगे बढ़ते हैं इसके बारे में, एंड आगे बढ़ते हैं ट्रांसफर विंडो पे. एक और कोच, एंड मैं इसका नाम नहीं बताऊंगा बिकॉज अभी थोड़ा इनिशियल स्टेज में है, एक और फॉर्मर ISL कोच, स्पेनिश है, एंड आई थिंक नाम भी थोड़ा बाहर आ चुका है तो मैं बता भी देता हूँ. कार्लेस गोडार्ड जो हैं, फॉर्मर बेंगलुरु FC कोच, ही हैज़ बीन इन टॉक्स विद मल्टीपल ISL साइड विच इंक्लूड्स ईस्ट बंगाल, विच इंक्लूड Odisha FC, and I think the another ISL side which also include, which I can't name right now. So he is in talks. See, and again ये talks का मतलब ये है कि वो sign नहीं हो रहा है, he is not getting signed as of now. he has these chats with these ISL side in previous season also. So he is also have his particular set of standards which he wants to match when he sign for a particular team. So इसलिए बहुत इनिशियल है. आप ये मेरे कोट्स को कई बार मैं देख रहा हूँ ट्विटर पे मेरे कमेंट्स रिकोट किए जा रहे हैं, कोट किए जा रहे हैं रॉन्गफुली. वो लोग सिर्फ एक वीडियो का एक सेगमेंट काट के डाल देते हैं, पूरी स्टोरी नहीं बता रहे हैं. तो डोंट misquote me please. Carlos Kodat did have a particular set of talks with Odisha and East Bengal and one more ISL team. He gave the interviews, but again, nothing is as advanced as people are reporting in that segment, and I think I think if Lavera comes, he might go to one team, Carlos might go to one team, but there are other names also in this foray. Remember, Jamshedpur FC, Northeast United and Hyderabad FC are also looking for the coaches, Now, that's the whole point. Now let's come to the and then in players, East Bengal आपको पता ही है, नंदा कुमार शेखर, इडवी सिडनी की deals हो चुकी हैं. Now let's come to the another big news, which is Akash Mishra. So Akash Mishra has been made available in the transfer market by the Hyderabad FC, or you can say Akash Mishra is on the move. What I'm told that Mumbai City FC and ATK Mohun Bagan are going head to head. Hyderabad is adamant to the fact that currently they are also in FIFA's ban in terms of player registration, in terms of salaries and everything. So they need that money very quickly. So they are very adamant that they want record-breaking transfer fee for Akash Mishra. Can the other club, negotiate and see the situation for Hyderabad FC is also critical. They will need a good move, but issue is here. Two clubs who are going head-to-head are of course wants to outbid each other in terms of bidding war or PR move. For that, one is of course ATK Mohun Bagan, another is Mumbai City FC. And what I'm told, considering the money which is getting quoted around in and around the network of Indian football, it will be ATK Mohun Bagan most likely, which are 60% according to me right now in the race. 40% is the Mumbai City FC in that, and which Hyderabad is also need that money very quickly. How they are operating right now, it's not a good situation they have in their house. Now quickly come into that. मैंने एक वीडियो स्टार्ट होने से पहले बोला था कि एक क्लॉज मैं आपको बताऊंगा, कि बोनस क्लॉज कैसे मैनेज करती है ATK Mohun Bagan salary. And this is not just ATK Mohun Bagan, this is with the other ISL clubs also. But this is a particular clause I heard for one particular player, and as Ashish Negi stands aside, I will read all the comments because I don't want to change the topic again and again. I want to give all the information I have, then I'll come back to you guys and your questions. There's a particular clause which one of the players from ATK Mohun Bagan last 2 years had a clause that if you in the match day squad for 8 games, and he's a top player, top player, Indian foreigner, whoever he is, he's a top player. If you are in match day squad for 8 game weeks, 8 match day squad में अगर आप जाते हैं, so you will get a bonus of 40 lakh rupees. So that's how the salary cap is managed. ये मैं आपको already बता चुका हूँ. This is not a new information, but this has a particular clause मैं आपके लिए लेके आया हूँ कि ये ऐसा एक clause actual में there's a clause like this between ATK Mohun Bagan and a player. 30-40 lakhs का bonus था उनका if that particular player is in a match day squad for 8 games. And ऐसा नहीं है random player है, he is a top player, so of course he is going to be in a match day squad for 8 games. So that's mean his salary is whatever he's agreed. अगर if he's agreed for say 90 lakhs, its salary is 90 plus 40, 1.3 crores. I'm just giving an example. So and so what ATK Mohun Bagan does, they streamline these bonuses like these, assist, goal, match day squad, playing 11, if you complete, but if you play 5 or 10 games in a season, starting 11. So that's how these clauses are. Kerala Blaster fans, don't worry, I will come to the Kerala Blaster also. So ये आप tension लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. Do keep hitting that like button. Hyderabad FC coach Nestor, he is a AFCA licensed coach, and his pro license, I think it is done, but documentation आने में time है, so they are still has not signed with Hyderabad FC. In terms of profile, I think ऐसा है, but ऐसे कुछ पहले भी केसेस हुए हैं मेरे साथ जब मैंने किसी कोच को बोला कि मुझे कोच का प्रोफाइल अच्छा लगा, एंड दैट कोच हैज सरप्राइज मी कमिंग इन इंडिया. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम टोल्ड. कमिंग टू बेंगलुरु एफसी, Simon Grayson has an automatic clause extension in his contract after reaching top 4, which is automatically got extended. And I think if you remember watching Inside Indian Football for last few weeks, few episodes, you know that I have been telling this for a while. Now the club has not officially has done it, but club has informed the players that Simon Grayson is set to stay at Bengaluru FC for one more season at least, and I think his representative and Simon Grayson might be in talks to extend his contract also, because every club, for example Bengaluru FC, don't want uncertainty over the the future of the team if the coach has a lesser contract. So there are high chances that he might sign an extension or another contract where it is another performance based extension get activated for next season also. But considering Simon Grayson does a good job as his representative, if I am a Simon Grayson agent, I will try to get a contract which is non sporting automatic extension like performance based extension, because मेरे लिए important होगा मेरा client का future लंबे time तक secure हो. So if I am his agent, I will try to get him at least new 2-year deal, so that if he gets sacked in future, everything, that there will be a good package for him to make it sacked. But that's the agent side for the coach. But that automatic extension has been activated already. I think I have been informing you guys in this Inside Indian Football, आप previous episode में जाओगे तो आपने सुना होगा. Now the club has informed the players that they have no they are not trying to replace Simon Grayson now going into the season, because he's recovered very well since when they started the talk with Manolo Marquez through Albert Roca. And what's happening with at Bengaluru FC, there might be changes in the goalkeeping department in terms of the players. So वो details थोड़ा later आएंगे वहाँ पे क्या है क्या नहीं है. But that's the information on Bengaluru FC and their goalkeeping department. They might do. Now let's quickly come to the positive update I have of Northeast United, and hardly there are many, so I want to take this out earlier than anyone, because Northeast के लिए positive update कम होती है. This is the first time I have heard in April that Northeast United was talking to a coach for the next season already. Ideally, it's Northeast get activated in the market very late, but this is the first time. I'm not saying that they have not done in past, but मैंने personally कभी सुना नहीं था. But April में the season is about to end. Northeast United have been talking to few coaches already for the next season. So I think let's see. Of course, they are in the between of a turmoil in terms of financially what they want to do with the new owners and everything. So that's good news for Northeast United, and they're doing well with Super Cup also. Understand that. Coming to Jamshedpur FC, the Eddie is leaving. Eddie Brathwaite, I think, at Jamshedpur FC. This is he's leaving after Super Cup. So Jamshedpur FC is going to have a new coach, which means Jamshedpur, Odisha, East Bengal, Hyderabad, Northeast, 5 teams will have a new coach as of now. Chennai FC doesn't have the confirmation for the existing coach to continue as of now, but he has the Jamshedpur FC will have a new coach. Eddie Brathwaite is leaving Jamshedpur FC, or they're saying mutually both the parties are parting away after the end of the Super Cup. So that's for the Jamshedpur FC. I told about Bengaluru FC goalkeeper. There's another Bengaluru FC midfielder or a winger might be on the move. There is of course chances that at least I'm heard, if I'm not wrong, 3 players who are under contracted with Bengaluru FC, they will leave. And in the upcoming summer transfer windows, it can be 3 Indian players which I know. They are being told, or they are looking for a new adventure out of Bengaluru FC for various of the reasons, and when these players are on the move, we can reveal those reasons accordingly. Now let's come to the Kerala Blaster also. That Kerala has done the story already. The Mongil and Ginau, the contract are getting expired. So I think club as of now had shown no interest to extend their contract, and I'm told for the replacement, the club is looking for a foreign centre back who can play as a defensive midfielder also. Because they have a good Indian wing centre back, Horipam, and they are also looking for a striker as a second foreigner, which is a like-to-like replacement. But they are actively in market for a winger, and that can be a foreign striker plus winger. So how they balance out these players, ऐसा भी हो सकता है that 3 position which Kerala Blaster is looking very seriously is winger, striker, centre back. So I'm not saying that I'm going to give an example. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. It is possible that they may get an Indian striker or a foreign Ortiz के तरह, like Ortiz a striker or a winger, like Ortiz में जो FC Goa में थे, or they can get an Indian winger and a foreign striker, and centre back which they're looking for, which will be a foreigner for sure, will be a centre back or a defensive midfielder. So 3 position which Kerala Blaster is actively looking to hire, and I think is aggressively in the market, all in the market who done the transfer work, and they know that Kerala Blaster is looking for 3 position, a winger, a striker or centre back. So it will be 2 foreigners, 1 Indian. So like people are saying Ishan Pandit or the Kerala Blaster, possible I think they can get Ishan Pandit as a second striker and get another foreigner who is a striker or winger who can play like who is the number 9 or number 10 or a winger, you know, like Otis Mendoza for the what is full name? I think like FC Goa में थे वो मुझे George Otis, you know, Jose Otis, you know, if I remember. Yeah, George. तो उनकी तरह एक just like player like him, but I think it's depend on that how they do transfer market in terms of, because three players they need to bring in actively. Looks like no right back or left back on the spot. Of course, they're looking into some I-League players. Dhana will come back. Nishu has been. Nishu is on high wages, of course. So Kerala Blasters, even if they want to offload him, they need a club to take him. So I don't know. I have not heard anything actively on Nishu right now that is anybody in talks with Nishu, everything, because Super Cup is also going on. Majority of these talks will start after Super Cup. So the Kerala Blasters, the update I have is the 3 players, 3 position which they want to bring is winger, striker and centre back, and how they will fill this position, 2 foreigners in which position will depend. But I think one position will be a foreigner for a definite choice is the centre back who can play as a defensive midfielder. So I think they want to solid that last 6 defensive 6 to protect their goal and everything, and the winger and striker combination they need to figure out. Will they take a Indian striker or a foreign winger and a number 10 or a number 9, you know, who can play in these multiple positions, or they will bring a foreign striker or an Indian winger. So that's on the Kerala Blasters. So I mean that the talks are still in very an early stage with particular players they have. You know, I've done Bengaluru, Mumbai. I don't want to reveal anything, but I don't know. Mumbai has been not offered, but I think I don't know how. India में होता नहीं है ये. This happens in the foreign market a lot. Mumbai City FC have been offered a top Indian midfielder through intermediaries. You know, foreign market में बहुत होता है Indian, and I don't want to name and everything. बहुत early stage rumor है. But that particular player is a top player for his club. You know, he's a star man. And I don't know, it might be a fake rumor or something. That's why I'm not revealing anything more. Mumbai City has been offered a chance to sign that particular player, and which is very early stage. So don't quote me, please. Misquote कर रहे हैं बहुत सारे लोग, मैं फिर बोलूँगा, don't misquote. Give the, if you're tweeting something, give the complete information and also give the link of the video so people can link दे दो, आप timestamp दे दो, so people can watch it and understand I'm trying to say. अभी मैं देख रहा हूँ बहुत ज़्यादा misquote हो रहा है Twitter पे, Instagram पे, and I want to correct each and everyone, but I can't correct sometime because बहुत सारे threads चल रहे हैं. You know, last week में मेरा एक video clip किया गया है when I'm talking about Yan Dhanda, Tanvi. I know misquote करके people have been putting on Twitter. एक किसी user ने मुझे send out किया कि ये लोग ये करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, and again they clip out a section where I'm explaining something and वो cut कर दिया section. They are not allowed me to complete. So people sometimes get the misjudgment. They don't watch the full episode. They just watch those clips and start throwing the abuses and everything towards me, which is fine. I have no issue with it, but I don't want the incomplete information to go to the particular set of fans. So please, जो भी लोग tweet करते हैं, clips काटते हैं, please give the complete information and timestamp of the video so people can get their information accordingly. So this last thing was Mumbai offered a chance to sign a top Indian player, but ये बहुत early stage है. This is very early stage, and this is sadly not through the particular player agent or the player. I think they are between in people in between, you know, who wants to do so, because considering in India the agents of the players are changed frequently. तो ऐसा भी होता है, मैं आपको बता दूं, इन इंडियन मार्केट दैट मेरा एक प्लेयर है, मैं उसका एजेंट हूँ. Another set of agents who wants to sign that particular player for the agency, they will say to him that, you know, I will give you this transfer move, your dream move, dream money, sign for my agency. Then they sign for that agency, then they get the transfer to that particular club. And वो कैसे होता है, क्यों होता है, बहुत लंबी कहानी है, but that happens in Indian market. So as I said, the top Indian player who has been offered to Mumbai is not through his agent or through player. It's a different third party in between, but it's a very early stage. Let's close the section here. The information I have given to you. I hope it has cleared majority of your doubts. अब मैं आता हूँ क्वेश्चन की तरफ. अब देखिए, मैं ऑलरेडी पीयूष दास, मैं लोबेरा का स्टेटस बता चुका हूँ ऑलरेडी इस वीडियो में. फर्स्ट पार्ट में मैंने लोबेरा का कंप्लीट कहानी बताई है. लोबेरा टू ईस्ट बंगाल ओडिशा एफसी पैकेज, हाउ इट इज़ हैपनिंग, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ इंटरव्यू इट हैपन, एंड वो सब मैं ऑलरेडी बता चुका हूँ. तो आप अगर ऑफलाइन जाएगा तो आप देख लेना, बट यू नो मैं बता देता हूँ, समराइज कर देता हूँ ऑन लोबेरा इज दैट ही हैड अ इंटरव्यू विद ईस्ट बंगाल and Odisha FC three foreign staff you want to bring, or 3 foreign players you want to bring. One of them is Edu Gracia. He has not signed with not East Bengal, not Odisha FC, but he's also not get the release from his parent club. That's the current situation. I have given Edu Gracia name and everything. Sir, Akash Mishra, Yashir, Cummins, Nanda Kumar update to Mohan Bagan Super Giants. Cummins still on progress. Akash Mishra is in between Mumbai City FC and ATK Mohan Bagan, and I have given 60% to ATK Mohan Bagan for Akash Mishra, 40 to Mumbai City FC. Yasir is still in between. I think once Akash is decided, then only the club will come to the top clubs will come towards Mohammad Yasir. It's true that Hyderabad FC hasn't paid player and staff sell in 3 months. What image does project for Indian football that an ISL champion club is in such a mess? And I think, see, I can't give official confirmation. I have heard so, from the particular set of players. And as I said, Akash Mishra deal is critical for the Hyderabad FC in terms of various things. And I know it's depending on the other side clubs, can they use that situation for their favor? Let's see. Now, let's tell you a view for Indian 17 boys. I am not going to pro gamer. I am not given to my view that I don't know to highlight ki golden generation hai. I have not surprised with the result. Bibiano's teams always does very well. Issue happens when these boys leave Bibiano's coaching camp and they goes to the other set of clubs under 19 different coach, then they start struggling. Is it the time for AFF to make sure that Bibiano and his team progress with these boys till at least under 23 team, so that the boy remains together, they get the Bibiano, even they go into the club, when they're coming off the international break, Bibiano can track their changes, their progress with the club, and then keep their development on hunt, and I think that's I've been suggesting for last 2 years. Let's Bibiano get the more responsibility. He should be the India under 19 coach. He should move with a particular set of batch from 16 to 19 to under 23. AFF should identify 2 or 3 coaches, who moved with the set of batch. So that's where the coach's performance can be reviewed. So Bibiano under 16 boys, after under 17 championship, they should go to under 19 team. Bibiano should move with his staff to that team with under 19. Same to under 23. And you have 2-3 coaches you do continuously, and then maybe in future this how you can prepare a senior national team coach also. Qatar did it. Many countries have been doing it. Gareth Southgate is a big example at England who has done it similar way, and India should be doing it. I'm not surprised with Bibiano team defeating Atletico Madrid, and you should not also, but under 16 is the level where India always do well historically. आप पिछले 15-20 years India under 16 always do well. It's the level under 19 where we need to improve. Hopefully will come. Something will want to bring you guys, but अभी dependent है बहुत सारे third party clauses के ऊपर. Germany tour से कुछ खेलना कुछ आपके लिए exclusive लेके आएगा, तो we'll talk about that very soon when it get confirmation. What should Akash Mishra choose? AFC Championship experience or ATK Mohan Bagan money? अरे ऐसा नहीं है, it's just about money sometime. But see, and again, यन ढांडा के केस मैंने बोला था कि सेकंड साइड ऑफ पिक्चर भी देखनी है आपको. प्लेयर्स की भी जो लाइफ होती है ना पीक पे, इट्स वेरी लिमिटेड. वन इंजरी एंड यू आर बूम आउट. So they have to, of course, secure the good financial deals when they peak of their powers, and just because a particular set of player is going to ATK Mohan Bagan does not mean that he's going there for money. Ashish Rai went to ATK Mohan Bagan, he won the trophy. They are also likely to play in the continental tournament. So agar Akash Mishra, if he choose ATK Mohan, does not mean he picked ATK Mohan Bagan for the money. ATK Mohan Bagan has dream of winning AFC Cup for last few seasons. So let's see. I am not saying that if he goes there, just going there for money. भाई कम बोला करो यार, Q&A ज़्यादा हो. जेम्स नेगी, अच्छा भाई कोशिश करते हैं, आपके क्वेश्चन का कमेंट देना पड़ता है, तो नहीं बोलूँ तो फिर कमेंट कैसे दूंगा. सर आकाश मिश्रा कितना हो सकता है ट्रांसफर फी? आई थिंक इट शुड बी एक्सेस ऑफ 2 crores. Ishfaq Ahmed fired by KFC. What a mutual as well agreed decision. I think Ishfaq, I have a conflicting report, so it's a mutual termination. But I had conflicting report. There was Kerala Blaster was supposed to give him an extension, but I think somehow Ishfaq had I don't know. Ishfaq had some issues with the senior players, some Indian senior players, or players had issue with Ishfaq Ahmed. So this was the story I've heard. Not confirmed, so should not be quoted that I am confirming this. I have heard this rumor that Ishfaq had some issues with the subset of senior player at Kerala Blaster, and vice versa. It can be senior player had issue with Ishfaq. Not confirmed till now. So, but so you can take everything with a pinch of salt. So that's the whole information I can give. I think our under 17 boys perform like this in other practice matches. Then Spanish clubs should consider to sign these young Indian talented players, and that could be great for India. Hopefully, finger crossed. So what is the situation with MS Zahu contract? I think. ये मैच चेक करना पड़ेगा डकोस्टा. आई हैव नो करंट information. Keller Vasa Indian assistant coach update. I think not many good assistant coach available in the market who are free as of now. High chances Keller, and I think it's already reported somewhere. I think किसी ने Twitter पे डाला था, कहीं डाला था कि they might promote internally from the team also. But I think somebody like Bino George, which is East Bengal, can be a good shout. You know, was done with Kerala. He's a Keralite himself. Can be a good choice for East Bengal to do it. Mandar Rao East Bengal is nearly done. जीत वो ऑलरेडी रिपोर्टेड है हमारी तरफ से, तो डोंट वरी. व्हाट शुड आकाश देसाई हैव टेकन? एफसी गोवा का सीन है, कौन सी बिरयानी बना रहे हैं डॉन? FC Goa is Manolo Marquez is not done. I heard that Manolo telling people that he has not signed anywhere as of now. So I think first priority for FC Goa is to sign Manolo Marquez. I think this will be done after Super Cup, but once it is done, there will be some kind of movement at FC Goa. And on the Bangalore FC side, I think only Javier Hernandez as a foreigner is going to stay, and they might bring fresh set of foreigners. That's also put a question mark on the future of Roy Krishna, who might be available in the market. So let's see if we stay at Bangalore. But I'm told only Javier Hernandez have been given a confirmation from Bangalore side to stay for next season. And I think let's see, maybe after Super Cup these talks will start happening with these fresh set of foreigners, even which includes Roy Krishna also. Should Chennai FC Thomas be the sacked? I will give Thomas a chance, honestly. Chennai FC was unlucky with injuries, and I think he's done a good job with the limited resources. That's my personal opinion. Possible Mohan Bagan foreigner. Cummins is the one of the possible. So let's see. Yes, we should have batches like 23, 25, 2007, and a coach should remain in such batches. And Tejas, ये मैं बहुत time से बोल रहा हूँ. I think it's been a 2-3 years I have been saying this. This should be done. Majority set of under 16 boys get the career hammered when they reach for under 16, under 19, and some of these players start. They are not even playing for. I know lots of star Indian under 16 players who are star at under 16 level, not even playing a professional football nowadays. So who is responsible for that? I think AFF need to make a system to protect these players. In terms of an Arrows project is closed now, so it's already very complicated process. आकाश मिश्रा को तो मैं बोला था 12 करोड़ देंगे, जेम्स नहीं कह रहा है. Little hints. See, मृदुल भाई, not any advance for Northeast, but I am told that the couple of coaches who had a initial set of talks with Northeast, which is very positive in terms of Northeast, because ideally they start their all these things very late compared to the clubs. Considering now they are at the same par with East Bengal, Odisha FC, Hyderabad, or even Jamshedpur FC in terms of getting a new coach, I think that's a good sign for Northeast United. And you guys all have already touch upon the fact that Jamshedpur FC is also looking for a new coach. Adi Bothright is not continuing with the Jamshedpur FC. I have taken that. Vedanta Group is joined ISL. See, Vedanta has a two good academy, Sessa Football Academy, Jing Football Academy. Both are doing very well in the Indian domestic grassroots development program. I don't think as of now they want to be in ISL, maybe in future. But if a particular set of a corporate group, ISL should not have any issue with is Vedanta, because considering what they've done with Sessa Football Academy for years in Goa and what they have done with the Singh Football Academy in Udaipur in recent 4-5 years, I think it's a great set of example that of a corporate social responsibility model where they can help football to progress. And Sahil Punia has been playing for Indian under 17 team in the AFC under 16 championship qualifiers. He played for India. He came from Singh Football Academy only, which is owned by Vedanta. I think under 17 boy perform like this. Thus have taken Nikhil Pujari. I have to check on Nikhil Pujari. Don't worry. Any hint about Bengaluru FC third domestic signing apart from Dhanu Nazari? I think that signing Devashish already confirmed by Khelon. Jessel is the third player who is about to sign. Last time we reported, he was very near. He already received the contract from Bengaluru FC, so he is the player. The Bengaluru FC is looking to play as a left wing back. I think most probably you will have Norim Roshan as a right wing back, so that's a combination they want to attacking full backs. And I think Jessel might do very good in the back five setup, or 3-4-3 or 3-5-2 setup, and that's a good setup for him to do it. And that's I have taken. Let me go to the fresh set of comment. एंड आपको अपने कमेंट स्पैम करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आई यूजली गो अप एंड टेक ऑल कमेंट, सो आप अपना कमेंट एक बार ही करेंगे तो बेटर रहेगा. Bangalore FC foreigners, I have touched upon that Javi is the one is about to stay. Other foreigners are open. and they might change its status later on. But abhi ke liye looks like other set of foreigner might leave Bangalore FC and they might replace him with a fresh set of foreigner. But I think Roy Krishna is one player which they might after Super Cup renew their interest and get him to stay. Had Jessel moving ever played or any role in his Ahmed firing? I don't think so. I think Jessel I think it's maybe the way recently Jessel doesn't fit back four system for Kerala Blaster. Then they have a player on high wages. They want to remove. They can't remove under contracted players straight away. If a player contract is getting expired, then it's easy to set them to bye bye. But it's under contract, it's not easy. So I think that was a legitimate choice from Kerala Blaster to do it. Gujarat's Giant FC का क्या scene है? Any plan? See. अगेन लास्ट वीडियो में यही मिसकोट किया गया मेरे से कि मैंने बोला कि इस सीज़न नई टीम आ रही. आई सेड upcoming, not upcoming season, but 24-25 season, there is high chances that we will see a new franchisee. The talks are very initial stage, in that, and somebody misquoted it. That misquote has been everywhere on Twitter, on Instagram, on WhatsApp. I'm receiving WhatsApp messages from various people, set of people, that who is that franchisee. I said in 24-25 season, not 23-24 season, there are high chances that there one franchisee might get a entry to the ISL, and it's been a long shot. Gujarat being the way it been recently, I think Gujarat, Ahmedabad became a natural choice for that. I have been giving that information very well. So that's why my whole point, don't misquote. And that's one on the upcoming season for the 24-25 season. But I think Adani getting a team is very natural choice for ISL, considering what they're doing with other franchisees in other sports. And hopefully that will happen, because you guys heard about relegation minimum 16 team. So minimum 16 team will not happen with just promotion. There will be some teams coming through the direct sponsorship. Vinny tried to get a permanent contract in Mumbai. Rolvin completing contract or leaving. I think Rolvin Borges is leaving. That's something. Vinny Rai will come to Mumbai City FC. The whole loan move plus what's to sign him on the long term. What is your opinion on Juan Fernando? Why does he always bottle it in AFC games and AFC qualification tournaments? Two things is here. Juan, मैं थोड़ा playing style से अभी भी impressed नहीं हूँ at ATK Mohun Bagan, what Juan is doing, and I think considering he has won the trophy, so you can't complain much on that. But I think that still reminds me of Habas style of football. So maybe he needs time to remove that Habas DNA out of this Mohun Bagan Super Giant team from next season. So that DNA, how can the DNA be remove attacking fullback? That's why they are chasing Akash Mishra, a good Indian midfielder. They were chasing Indian midfielder also, getting a good foreign player who can play back to the goal and can do good passing, quick feed. So I think he needs to maybe change the DNA. So I think that how he will change the playing style, and that's how maybe their luck in the continental tournament will also change. Why Hyderabad chooses Nestor as their coach due to financial problems? I don't think so. Nestor, Hyderabad was chasing another coach who was better profile than Nestor for sure. But I think maybe they have seen something in Nestor which we guys are not able to see. It's not just about money here. You don't want to save money on coaches. You might want to save on the players, but the coaches are the one who are running your club, so you don't want to save money there. So I think maybe they have seen something which we, including me, is not able to see. Anything more? Who is gonna be Odisha FC coach? I think can be anyone. Thank you for the haircut update praises. Can be anyone. They're talking to multiple coaches. Let's see. When AFC Champions League group draw, I think in the month of July. I think it will be in July or August, depending on when AFC decided. What is SAF Championship? Please explain in short. SAF Championship is simply South Asian Football Federation Championship. It's like SAF Cup, like CAF, like Asian Cup, in which SAF countries, which is Nepal, India, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives, which is 7, and Pakistan, 8. They play. अगर वो बैन नहीं है FIFA से तो Pakistan banned, so they were not able to play. Now Sri Lanka is banned. So if 8 countries play each other to find out a SAF championship, it's very common in Asia. There is a Asian championship, there is a CAF championship, there is a West Asian championship, WAF, there is Central Asian championship, there is a East Asian championship. So है एशिया में बहुत कॉमन ये यूरोप में नहीं होता बाय द वे. ये अगेन बाकी जगह पे नहीं होता, बाकी जगह कॉन्टिनेंटल टूर्नामेंट ही होते हैं. बट हाँ ऐसा होता है एशिया, बिकॉज एशिया इज बिग, सो वी हैव sub confederation also, which is South Asian Football Confederation, All Asian Football Confederation, West Asian Football Confederation, Central Asia Football Confederation. That's like a SAF is an example of that. Okay. I don't think Afghanistan is coming to SAF. They left SAF with very aggressive approach. Last week, Kalyan Chaubey visited Kashmir government. Any updates? I think not many. This is just that natural chit chat, high end testing basis with various sports, various government officials to discuss the various projects. Mohan Bagan interested in Ishan Pandita and Imran Khan. Mohan Bagan is interested in Ishan Pandita. Imran Khan, I'm not sure. But why will Ishan Pandita go there to see Manveer Singh is already playing on the wings? If he go there, he can't even play on the wing. So Ishan Pandita should be moving a club where he is at least a second choice striker. And the way it is going, ATK Mohan Bagan is going to have two foreign strikers. So he will be third or fourth choice there. I think he should be very, very clear on that. Kerala Blasters fans against owner claiming they are the most profitable club in the league, but owners aren't investing enough. News that assistant coach was not paid his salary also fuel the argument. See that the foreign assistant coach salary thing, I think instead of coming on media, that coach should be on the FIFA. FIFA will give ban to Kerala Blaster if they don't pay. As simple as that. So there should be some clause which might be favoring Kerala Blaster. I think he's also wants to build pressure on the club, to mend the terms and conditions. So if he has not got the salary, he has a legitimate contract, best step is to go to FIFA. The various cases in Indian football, transfer bans comes from players and the coaches not getting salary, which fans not heard about. They go straight to FIFA. That case goes to 1 or 2 years, and East Bengal, Hyderabad FC, various clubs have got the ban, including Kerala Blaster in past. So if he has not received the salary, I think he should be moving to FIFA instead of moving in the media before confirming of the salary. You have only talk about two foreigners about Kerala Blaster. Does they need three? I think depending on Ivan. If they can get him, Ivan, I think I have not heard anything on Ivan particular. That's why I am keeping myself away from it. So I know about two foreigners. See, and the two position which I'm aware they're looking for. So I don't know, will they look for another foreigner? Ivan leaves. If they can get Ivan for another season, they're great. I think he's a fan favorite. Fans will want to get him retained, but retaining him is also comes with a cost. So I think it's depending on who are the primary targets, how they can primary target, how much they save on their primary target. Then they can look into say Ivan, the later part of the window. Can they get Ivan for another loan or another season? So I think that's a legitimate approach. But that's what I heard that from the various parties that they're looking for three position very aggressively. Striker, winger, centre back, centre back will play defensive midfielder. And now what the combination for those three will be, that's dependent. Centre back and or slash who can play defensive, it will be foreigner. Will the second foreigner will be a striker or a winger? That's depending on who are their primary target. Sir, Salvaco, Shan Pandita, Imran Khan, Nanda Kumar to Mohan Bagan Super Giants. यार सब नहीं ले सकते लक्ष्मी यार मोहन बगान सुपर जायंट्स सो Nanda Kumar is not going to Mohan Bagan Super Giants. I think he was in advanced talk with East Bengal. Shan Pandita is available on the market, but I think it will be foolish for Shan Pandita to go ATK Mohan Bagan where he will be a third or fourth choice. For his own future, for Indian football team future, I want Ishan Pandita to go where he's at least a second choice. So straight away option from the bench for him to start, So I think that's where maybe some like Kerala Blasters, if Kerala Blaster can promise him that he will be a second choice striker, this another foreigner which is signing will be a winger or a number 10. So that will change things for Ishan Pandita. So he needs to go somewhere where he's a secondary choice striker. Northeast, Utpal Bodholoi, I have already given that they are in talks with couple of coaches I've heard, and which is very early considering Northeast standards in last few season. So that's I've already given on Northeast. बाकी आपको टाइम मिल जाएंगे कमेंट सेक्शन पे वो करने के लिए. अपकमिंग इंटरनेशनल फुटबॉल स्टेडियम इन इंडिया मणिपुर में बनने वाला पर तो कोई प्रोग्रेस अभी तक देखने को उसमें नहीं मिली है. JFC is going to change their coach for the upcoming season of ISL. Mr. Peppermint, I may join later. I said Ati Botteride is set to leave Jamshedpur FC. So that's already, I have confirmed it. So of course, if he's leaving Jamshedpur FC, they are getting a new coach. And I think, let's see when they get it. We'll keep you updated on that. What do you think why Juan is so bad in Mohan Bagan setup? Is he doing great at FC Goa ISL? Mohan Bagan, he's not replicated the short form at Mohan Bagan. Not even close to his promised style of play. Prabhajit Baudry, and मैंने इस बारे में बात की थी. My thought process is that maybe he still need to remove the Habas DNA out of this team, which is built for the years, so it will taking time. So maybe somebody like Ashish Rai, Akash Mishra can play in tandem on the wings, Anwar Ali coming as a ball playing centre back. So that's changed your back line completely. You have three players who are comfortable playing in the Spanish passing style, who are very good progressive with the ball. So that will change it. Another Indian midfielder, that again change. Getting another technical foreign striker, that change your style. So I think maybe it's the DNA part of Habas which you need to remove completely. Akash Mishra किधर जाएगा? अंकित तिवारी मैंने I think बता दिया है. 60% मैंने बोला ATK Mohan Bagan as of now, 40% Mumbai City FC, but let's see. You can't keep anything away from till signing contract has been done. Sunil Chhetri dropped performance for next contract, please explain. I don't think so. He's a legend. Even Sunil Chhetri doesn't need to drop performance. I think even many club will want to sign him for just for his aura and status in Indian football, just how he will help the club on field, off the field, youngsters and everybody. I think Sunil Chhetri will stay with Bangalore FC. So I think that's one thing. Of course, he did not sign the contract, but it's a Sunil Chhetri, you know, he's not going to negotiate contract while he's playing. I think he will go after end of season, say it, have a holiday and come to the national team, and during that process he will sign the contract with Bangalore FC. So don't worry, he lives in Bangalore, so I think he's going to stay in Bangalore FC. Sir, his salary for Indian players are high. It's a good salary for Indian player, yes. There's a comment which I missed, I think. Certain tier journalists hint that Mumbai will retain existing foreigners and will sign one or two more AF to extend foreign. आप certain tier journalists क्या बोल दो, मार्कस ने रिपोर्ट किया है, so ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. So there is no any rivalry, something. We are very great friends and everything. And Marcus, I treat him as a guru of, you know, for all the Indian football media houses and everything. I think I always been fan of. I'm reading Marcus since 2011, so not a big deal there. So if he's saying that, I'm definitely they're going into it. I think if you see the contracts of their players, it's a multi-year deal, so I think it doesn't make to change team every year. So एक और comment था, I think I missed it, so I'm going up. So please stay with me on this. Please do one video collaboration with one of the MIC Pakistani podcast. Okay, MIC Pakistani podcast. गणेश नायक किस चीज़ का podcast अभी बता दो. Victor Thammar. I think if that happens, Rajasthan FA getting you know, ban from AFF about corruption thing, it's a great thing. I think if that happens, when will Durand Cup gonna start this year in the month of the August? I think so. Royal Borges leaving, I think he's on the market. Royal Borges, Sahil Tabora, I have to check. Not heard anything as of now. Round Glass Punjab coming up, home stadium. There are reports of New Delhi. There are reports of many things. So we have to check and get confirmation on that. I think it'll take some time. I think they are right now. Priority for Round Glass is to get the contracts and the documentation sorted to get them officially promoted to ISL. There are 162 like, 150 people watching, which means we can easily get 200 likes if you guys want. Itni detail mein, I think, I don't know, no one is giving that detail in Indian football transfer market or Indian football news for you guys. Well played football यार. अभी कुछ मैं Sahil is a star man at Kerala Blasters, so why he will leave? So you know, I am not. So again, मेरे words आप mix मत करिए please. You know, if I have given something from Mosaic, that doesn't mean he's a Sahil. You know, so don't do that please. Please don't forget to subscribe. 1 million करना है. I think that's the hope. If देखिए बहुत सारे if and but है. We might bring very special thing for you guys. I think which is not done in Indian football or many football markets in while. तो but उसके लिए you know. थोड़ा documentation process चल रहा है in terms of what the content we can produce and everything. So keeping finger crossed, hopefully next week एक तो Inside Indian Football होगा, उसमें आपके लिए update होगा. और ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि इनसाइड इंडियन फुटबॉल आपको बाहर से भी मिले, इंडिया से कभी क्या पता, और उसमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें देखने को मिले. तो उसके लिए थोड़ा वेट करना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा कंफर्मेशन हमें चाहिए. जैसे आएगा मैं आपको बताऊंगा. सो वी आर गोइंग टू ब्रिंग वेरी मच अ वेरी बिग एक्सक्लूसिव कंटेंट ऑन दिस चैनल. तो सब्सक्राइब, नोटिफिकेशन बेल इज द आइकन. जिनको पता नहीं है, देयर इज अ गुड पॉडकास्ट वीडियो विद यन डांडा विद अ टाइम स्टैम्प विद ऑडियो वीडियो एवरीथिंग. आप मेट्रो में, बस में चलते हुए ऑडियो में सुन सकते हो. स्पॉटिफाई, एप्पल पॉडकास्ट, गूगल पॉडकास्ट, गाना, अमेजॉन, जितनी सब जगह मिलता है. आपके ऊपर है जो प्लेटफॉर्म आप यूज़ करते हो, उस प्लेटफॉर्म में आपको मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. व्हाट इज अ प्रोजेक्ट डायमंड? कैन यू एक्सप्लेन व्हेन विल स्टार्ट एग्जीक्यूशन? आशीष, आई हर्ड एफ विल ऐड वन आई लीग कॉर्पोरेट टीम इनटू आई लीग. दे वांट्स टू, बट इतना इजी नहीं है. ये प्रोजेक्ट डायमंड्स, ये ब्लू कप्स प्रोजेक्ट्स, कुमार रेड्डी, आई थिंक लेट मी ऑल्सो स्टडी. मैं ऑनेस्ट हूँ, मैं पिछले कुछ टाइम से नहीं पढ़ पाया हूँ इस बारे में. मैं आई वॉज अवे फॉर सम पर्सनल वर्क एंड सिंस देन मेरी खुद की हेल्थ थोड़ी ठीक नहीं थी, तो उसकी वजह से. बट आई थिंक नेक्स्ट वीक इनसाइड इंडियन फुटबॉल आई विल कवर प्रोजेक्ट डायमंड, ब्लू कप प्रोजेक्ट. आई थिंक खेलना वाज ऑलरेडी डन द आर्टिकल, कंप्लीट आर्टिकल ऑन एक्सप्लेनिंग द प्रोजेक्ट, बट आई थिंक आई विल कीप इट अ वेरी सिंप्लीफाई. आप लोग बताओ, शुड आई डू अ सेपरेट वीडियो फॉर इट or should I do an Inside Indian Football with this specific topic? So that's over to you guys. You know, if you want a separate video, I think it's possible. If you want not separate video, Inside Indian Football with the Project Diamond and Blue Cups project update, I will give you on here. Any exclusive signing coming? I think there will be some exclusive in terms of coaches coming up very soon. Can you please explain me the financial ownership of North India? Who owns it? John Varane will still with the club. How does it club run? Will the club continue to run in the future? I think Victor, विक्टर ट्रम्पर, आई थिंक एक चीज़ तो मैं कंफर्म कर दूं कि क्लब को शट डाउन नहीं होगा, हुआ है बट फ्रेंचाइजी राइट ट्रांसफ़र हुए हैं. हैदराबाद इज़ अ मेजर एग्जांपल, उड़ीसा एफसी इज़ अ मेजर एग्जांपल, बट उसके लिए आपको दूसरा ओनरशिप भी चाहिए. North East, considering it's the only club from the North East, I think it will not get shut down. So that's one thing for sure, and it should not be shut down. John is still owner of the club. John and he's a partner. I think वो दोनों मिलके क्लब चलाते हैं. I am heard that John was in the interview with the coaches, which has been taking place this previous week. So that shows that still actively part of the club. But of course, John does not take all the decision. There's another partner who takes this decision. So let's see. I think can they get another financial investor in the club? It is a great shout for Northeast United. And there's a big European club. I think it's a big exclusive. Should I give that exclusive right now on this channel today or maybe someday else? आशीष नेगी स्टैंड बताएंगे कि ये एक एक्सक्लूसिव है. It's early stage, but I think I can give some, some critics out of you guys. There's a good, एक historical, एक European club है, who might want to buy a feeder club in India. Feeder club or a sister concern club like what City Group has done. So. I don't know, and it's a very early stage, so I don't want to name the club. I don't want to league बनाना है club का. I think league आप लोग सोच भी नहीं सकते किस league से है, but it's a good European club with a lots of history and legacy. So I think they want a feeder club, in India, and they have looked for, I'm getting a call. Just give me a second. They want to buy a feeder club in India, so I think Chelsea नहीं है. I think आप लोग थोड़ा नहीं सोच पाओगे. So it's a historical club with lots of legacy. So I think I will keep this again updated to you guys. But it's a serious project. It's not just something they're looking for PR and everything. नहीं, मैं hint नहीं दूंगा भैया. पिछली बार hint दिया था तो बहुत दिक्कत हो गई थी. डॉर्टमंड हैदराबाद भी नहीं है. They are not talking to any particular set of club. So it might be the take I-League club or second division I-League club. They want an Indian feeder club, so it's depending on them. But the legacy the club have, I don't think they will go second division. At least will be ISL or might be I-League top team or something like that. So कोई रूमरिंग नहीं, एक मैंने आपको बता दिया बिकॉज इतने लोग देखते हैं, हर वीक आते हैं, तो वैसे मुझे देना नहीं था, इस वीक के डॉक्यूमेंट में है नहीं, तो टीम मेरी जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स तैयार करती है वो बोलेगी सर आप हमें भी नहीं बताते और न्यूज़ ब्रेक कर देते हो. सो ये बता दिया पर मैंने. सो बाकी कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन होगी तो मैं आपको. एडविन टू ईस्ट बंगाल एडवांस स्टेज, चेस्मी टू मुंबई, इज देयर एनी चांस? यार ये प्लेयर हर वीक हर ट्रांसफर विंडो में लिंक होता है इंडियन क्लब से, तो आई डोंट नो, आई हैव नॉट हर्ड एनीथिंग. सो आप लोगों ने मेरे साथ सुना, तो आप बताइए आपको क्या लगता है. थॉट्स ऑन अपुया प्रोमो दिस सीजन? आई थिंक दिस इज अ गुड क्वेश्चन. इज देयर एनी ट्रुथ ऑन कमिंग्स टू मुंबई सिटी रूमर्स? नो. एनएफडी ओडिशा से भाई अमलान, आप बहुत देर में जुड़े यार, बहुत दिनों बाद आए हो. पहले बताओ कैसे हो, कहाँ थे आप? मैंने अपडेट दिया है कि उनका लुबेरा के साथ इंटरव्यू हुआ. दे हैड अ इंटरव्यू विद कार्लोस कोडाड आल्सो, सो दे आर टॉकिंग टू द वेरियस कोचेस. सो लेट्स सी हु दे अपॉइंट एंड एवरीथिंग. दे गोइंग हेड टू हेड विद ईस्ट बंगाल फॉर द टॉप कोचेस अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट. इट जुवेंटस नो यार, आप ऐसे करके आप सारे क्लब्स के नाम दे दोगे, मैं सबको नाना करता रहूँ तो मुंबई सिटी हाइप आपको मिल ही जाएगा. सो सऊदी कॉन्स्टेंट भाई खेला रहा था फेक रूमर, ऐसे फेक रूमर राइट नाउ बिकॉज इतनी एडवांस कुछ नहीं है. ठीक है, मृदुल बनर्जी एक्सक्लूसिव न्यूज़ आती रहती है वेबसाइट पे. अभी ऋत्विक दास का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्सटेंशन की अपडेट आई थी, उससे पहले मंदार का आया, उससे पहले जैसल का आया, तो कुछ ना कुछ आता रहता है वेबसाइट पे, देखते रहिए. मैं कुछ नहीं नेम करूंगा यार, ऐसा सही नहीं लगता है. द इन्फॉर्मेशन इज वेरी अर्ली स्टेज एंड द नेगोशिएशन कैन इट कैन हैमर नेगोशिएशन समटाइम. यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड वी कांट give all the information, but I thought of it's a positive news for Indian football. Let's give it. It's very funny, Ashish bhai always thinks before sharing exclusive with us because of the interpretation skill. Yes, एक अजय चाकरे, ये बहुत मेजर इशू है मेरे साथ कि अनलाइक अदर्स आई डोंट डू ट्वीट न्यूज़ एंड एवरीथिंग. तो मैं ट्विटर पे नहीं डालता, तो लोग मिसकोट करना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. ट्विटर पर मैं डायरेक्टली डाल दूँ. आई कीप द न्यूज़ एंड एवरीथिंग फॉर द वेबसाइट. जो कंफर्म हो जाता है वेबसाइट के ऊपर आ जाता है थ्रू आउट द वीक, विच इज़ अ वेरी इनिशियल स्टेज, जहाँ पे थोड़ा आपको जहाँ पे आपको डिटेल्स देनी है वो मैं इस शो में देता हूँ. एंड अभी पिछले 2-3 वीक से बहुत ज़्यादा मिसकोटिंग हो रही है. मैं फिर बोलूँगा, अगर इफ पीपल आर वॉचिंग इट, प्लीज़ डोंट मिसकोट. आप अगर कोट भी कर रहे हो तो प्रॉपर कोट कीजिए, पूरी चीज़ डालिए, प्लस प्लीज़ पुट द वीडियो लिंक विद द टाइम स्टैम्प. इफ आई एम इंटरेस्टेड टू नो मोर अबाउट दैट पर्टिकुलर इशू, आई कैन कम टू यूट्यूब चैनल एंड वॉच. तो मैं चाहता नहीं कि किसी को मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन जाए मेरे वजह से, तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता गया हूँ बहुत टाइम से. तो इस वजह से मैं होपफुली आगे जाके ये खोना कम होगा. एक इंटरेस्टिंग कमेंट था आई थिंक जो मैंने मिस किया. रॉयस्टन बोलते हैं डकोस्टा, थॉट्स ऑन अपुया परफॉर्मेंस दिस सीजन, इज देयर एनी ट्रुथ ऑन कमिंग्स टू? अपुया की परफॉर्मेंस आई थिंक स्टिल वाज नॉट, ही नीड टू he's doing very well, but I think I have high expectation for Opia. Hopefully, will remain fit for the Indian team upcoming games and do well at the international level. Caleb Luster plan for foreign season CB who can play as a defensive midfielder, winger who can play as attacking midfielder, striker. ये फिर देखो मिसकोट हो गया ना. मैंने बोला 3 पोजीशन पे सिजेश. They are looking for 3 players at a foreign center back, striker and winger. उसमें से 2 winger, 2 positions can be foreigner, 1 can be Indian. And I gave a detailed explanation, Srijesh, on the same. How can be an Indian striker or a foreign winger or number 10, and that's how people start misquoting it, and then they keep on texting me on Telegram, WhatsApp, Twitter, and I can't go and correct each and every one. So please, as people share this news, I'll say it again, please share the video link with the timestamp so people can come and get the complete information. Will AFF give CMAC 1 month camp for AFC Asian Cup? Tough. I think very tough to get 1 month camp. But there will be camp for Indian team for the AFC Asian Cup. Any signing done for CFC as of now? No. Ashish Stan hopefully glory में will भाई SAF 2020 उड़ीसा के बारे में बताओ. SAF 23 कप उड़ीसा में तो नहीं, बैंगलोर में हो रहा है भाई. इंटरकॉन्टिनेंटल कप उड़ीसा में हो रहा है. तो उसमें 3 टीमें 4 टीमें बता दिया मैंने कौन सी आ रही थी. Not happy with the team, but Lebanon is a good opponent for India. To test Mongolia is one, and I think एक और नेशन था, and which I very honest था. मैंने बोला कि मैंने इसके बारे में सुना नहीं था कभी फुटबॉल ही खेलते हैं. तो let me also go and read the name. Vanuatu was it 4th nation, so it's surprising. सर सलवा को मोहन बगान अपडेट. नंदा कुमार यार लक्ष्मी आपको मैंने बता दिया, आप फिर से आप सेम इन्फॉर्म पूछते रहते हो. आपको मैंने मेजॉरिटी स्टफ बता दिया मोहन बगान के बारे में. आप नेक्स्ट वीक आना, आप ये फ्रेश सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चन लेके, मैं भी इन्फॉर्मेशन लेके आऊँगा. Is Kerala Blaster interested in Ishan? See, it's depend on that if they fit Ishan in their plan. I'm not saying they're interested or not interested. But Ishan is available in the market. He has been in talks with multiple clubs which can be Kerala Blaster. But अभी बहुत early है कुछ बोलना. After Super Cup only this thing will start. Ishan is playing in Super Cup, doing well for Jamshedpur FC. So I think let's wait Super Cup to end before we can get any particular information on a particular player. I humbly request you please do an interview podcast with Juan Fernando, please. ये कर सकते हैं Victor Thumter. I think I did once. I don't know. I think I did once when he was FC Goa. Who is a top Indian player linked to Mumbai, at least hint position? मैं नहीं दूंगा यार. Again, that's very early stage. Mumbai City hype मैंने जो बता दिया वो बहुत early stage है और बहुत different type की deal है, तो मैं कुछ बोलना नहीं चाहूँगा उसमें. लक्ष्मी प्रसाद क्लब बंद हो गया है क्या? टफ लक्ष्मी प्रसाद. It's in Goa, I think, right? Tough Lakshmi Prasad. Mishra, I have to check. Is there any chance for Lobera to join Odisha FC? I think, of course, if he had given an interview, then Odisha FC is thinking about Lobera. But I think एक और चीज़ है. I think उड़ीसा के बारे में बोलना चाहूँगा. I don't know. People might take offense of this, but I will be very open with how I want to say. I think Odisha should be giving the coaches a bit more of freedom in terms of what coaches want to do, head coaches especially. My personal opinion, heard some feedback, so sharing here on this channel. Will Pinto continue with North? I think he will remain the Indian assistant coach, done very well in the Super Cup, so why should not? What happening with Hyderabad players for Hyderabad don't get the last 3 months salary? ये चीज़ें unless a confirmation, I can't say anything, So of course, there are rumors, reports, but can't say anything. Sir, joining now, your thoughts on broadcasting mess yesterday? I think critical, should at least record it, should show delay live, should show highlights. कुछ तो होना चाहिए. नहीं हुआ, I understand, and I am amazed that AFF have not think about playing last group stage games together at particular time beforehand. It happens worldwide in the cup competition like Champions League, AFC Asian Cup, FIFA World Cup, every group stage and knockout competition, the last game, even AFC Under 17 Championship, 23, everywhere, last game plays together, and the last, I don't know why they have changed the time in the last moment. It should have been discussed earlier, and that's a blunder in terms of organization skills of the people who are organizing the tournament, or who are in charge of broadcasting, who are in charge of making schedule. Major mess, and in Super Cup, this Super Cup organization skills of the people who are managing this tournament, I will give them 4.5 or even 3.5. How they made a mess out of this tournament. Very negative PR. Foreign players are very angry. Foreign coaches are very angry, and this should not be happen at the senior level of Indian pinnacle cup competition. Major lesson for AFF for this Super Cup. And as I said during the stream, we will be critical of people when they are do wrong. We are not. एक भेड़ चाल में नहीं चलेंगे. We'll give all the every updates to you guys. 2 Indian football coaches, Super Cup final thoughts. Good for Indian football. I think Indian football coaches need to be given license to do well.
Any domestic killer after signing interested? There are some interest, but very early stage. Super Cup के बाद पता चलेगा उसके बारे में. Is there any chance Thapa sign with Mohan Bagan? If I am a Mohan Bagan coach and Mohan Bagan recruitment head, have Mohan Bagan sign a top Indian midfielder, center midfielder in past? No. If I have a given opportunity between Mohammad Yasir and Thapa, I will sign on Thapa for Mohan Bagan. He will be the critical player in that 6 or 8 role for Mohan Bagan. But if I am given chance, so I am, इसीलिए मैं ये chance नहीं मिला है, वो लोग hire कर रहे हैं. No foreigners in I-League 2 lower division. My thoughts totally agree. Mr. Srichant, if you're watching this series, I have been saying for a while now, State League should not have foreigners, second division should not have foreigners, at all. Constantine with the talks with an ISL club, heard nothing. मैंने personally नहीं सुना, तो मैं नहीं बोलूँगा ये नहीं हो रहा है, but I have heard nothing. Any income for Odisha FC and what the status of Saul? Income means transfer income, I don't know. Is there any chance Lubera for ATK Mohun Bagan? I think one is going to stay at ATK Mohun Bagan or Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Any other domestic player East Bengal expect? Edwin Nanda in talks. They have Mandar very close. There are a couple of more Indian players very close at East Bengal. Thapa got bullied by Ayush yesterday, and Ayush is a good player, and Ayush is well in the market again. So I think एक अपडेट मैं दे देता हूँ उड़ीसा एफसी के बारे में आपको. उड़ीसा एफसी फैन अगर देख रहे हैं, वन ऑफ द फॉरेनर आई नो इज लिविंग. I think with Jigar Mauricio retain, I am told one of the player who has not got any positive talks from the club and might leave. Let me look and figure out. मैं कॉल की रिकॉर्ड्स के मैसेजेस रखता हूँ जब मैं लोगों से बात करता हूँ. So let me go for a particular player. Who is that player? Is a foreigner. I think Pedro Martin is most likely to leave Odisha FC. सॉल के रेस्पो का मेरे को अपडेट नहीं है, बट पेड्रो मार्टिन का है, तो ही इज गोइंग टू लीव. एटीके अलग से क्लब बनाएगा क्या अब, और मोहन बगान सुपर जायंट्स बन गया है तो नहीं. एटीके की हिस्ट्री खत्म हो जाएगी इस सीजन के साथ. इट विल बी मोहन बगान सुपर जायंट्स. इंटरनेशनल कप जितने पर हम वर्ल्ड कप में पॉट 2 में आ सकते हैं, मुश्किल है. 2 टीम की रैंकिंग 180s में, तो कैसा आएंगे. डिपेंडिंग ऑन द फ्रेंडलीज ऑल्सो वेरी क्योंकि इंटरनेशनल कप के पॉइंट्स थोड़े कम होंगे. इंटरनेशनल विंडो पे जो फ्रेंडली खेलेंगे उनके पॉइंट्स ज़्यादा होंगे. व्हाट्स योर टेक ऑन गुरकीरत सिंह? शुड ही लीव मुंबई सिटी? इज द नंबर 3 स्ट्राइकर. आई थिंक स्टिल कैन स्टे एट मुंबई सिटी एफसी. गुड सेटअप, गुड एक्सपीरियंस, बट अगर वो लीव करते हैं तो ही शुड लीव फॉर अ क्लब वेयर कैन स्ट्रेट अवे प्ले रेगुलरली. ठीक है गाइज, आई थिंक वेरी गुड एपिसोड इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिटेल्स एंड एवरीथिंग. वेरी गुड कमेंट्स. 195 लाइक्स हो गए हैं. 200 लाइक्स हो जाने चाहिए बहुत ईजिली. जन ढांडा का अगर आपने पॉडकास्ट नहीं देखा है तो ज़रूर देखिएगा. पहला सवाल ये है, सुपर का कौन जीतेगा? कोई भी जीत सकता है भाई, जिस तरह के लोग पहुँचे हैं, तो मैं कुछ कह नहीं सकता. न्यू ओनर पार्टनर नॉर्थ ईस्ट इन प्रोग्रेस, कांट से एनीथिंग. टाइमलाइन नहीं डाल सकते उस चीज़ में. सैफ अंडर-20 टीम खेलेगी, मुश्किल है. सीनियर टीम खेलेगी आई थिंक, जहाँ तक मुझे लगता है. ठीक है, तो लाइक ज़रूर कीजिए, पॉडकास्ट ज़रूर देखिए, खेलना की वेबसाइट ज़रूर विजिट कीजिए, सोशल मीडिया ज़रूर विजिट कीजिए. उसके अलावा सर कुछ मैचेस टेलीकास्ट क्यों नहीं हो रहे हैं जो साथ में प्रोफेशनल सेटअप है या एफएफ का, हु इज ऑर्गेनाइजिंग दिस टूर्नामेंट, दे डोंट थॉट अबाउट प्लेइंग द लास्ट ग्रुप स्टेज मैच टुगेदर एट अ टाइम. वर्ल्ड वाइड ये प्रैक्टिस है. इंडिया में भी हुआ है पहली बार नहीं हो रहा है. इंडिया में भी पहले हुआ है, एंड दे हैव नॉट थॉट अबाउट दिस थिंग. चाइल्डिश है. मैं अगर होता इस चीज़ में, अगर मैं हेड होता इस प्रोजेक्ट का, मैं सैक कर देता बंदे को इस बेसिस पे कि उसने ये सोचा नहीं कि जो ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम मैनेजमेंट जो भी है, उन्होंने ये नहीं सोचा कि ग्रुप स्टेज के लास्ट मैचेस साथ में साइमल्टेनियसली खिलाई जाने चाहिए, उनका ब्रॉडकास्ट होना चाहिए. इट्स अ बिग ब्लंडर, एंड दैट्स द होल पॉइंट इज दैट इंडियन फुटबॉल, ये जो ओनरशिप है, कोचेस सैक होते हैं, प्लेयर सैक होते हैं, सब होते हैं, बट जो ओनरशिप लेवल पे लोग बैठे हैं, मैनेजमेंट लेवल पे, वो सैक नहीं होते हैं सैडली. तो प्लेयर कोच को ब्लंडर कर दे, उनको फाइन लगाते हैं, सब कुछ करते हैं, बट व्हाट अबाउट दिस मैनेजमेंट, जो ऑर्गेनाइजिंग मैनेजमेंट है सुपर कप का, जो भी है वो, चाहे फुल टाइम जॉब कर रहा है एफएफ में, चाहे पार्ट टाइम कर रहा हो, ही और शी शुड बी सैक्ड फॉर दिस. एज सिंपल एज दैट. ये परफॉर्मेंस बेसिस पे होना चाहिए. सरकारी नौकरी तो किसी की नहीं है भाई, तो ब्लंडर है मेरे हिसाब से तो. एंड आप लोग बताइए आप लोगों को क्या लगता है, बट मेरा तो ये सिंपल ओपिनियन है. इट्स नॉट कोई मिस्टेक, ऐसा नहीं कि ऐसा हो जाता है. ठीक है, वेरी ऑनेस्टली मैं बताऊंगा, ये चीज़ नहीं होनी चाहिए थी. ठीक है, जो हुआ है ये बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए था. अ पर्सन हु इज हैंडलिंग सुपर कप मैनेजमेंट शुड हैव बीन थॉट अबाउट दिस. एट ये हर जगह होता है, हर टाइप के टूर्नामेंट में होता है, जहाँ 4 टीम के ग्रुप्स होते हैं, 5 टीम के ग्रुप्स होते हैं, कि लास्ट गेम साथ में खेले जाते हैं. एंड ये नई चीज़ नहीं है, कोई साइंस नहीं है. एंड जिसने बंदे ने एक मिस्टेक कमिट करी है, शुड बी गिविंग फाइन एंड अपनी सैलरी वगैरह जो भी उनको करना चाहिए। सुपर का प्राइज मनी पता करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। कहता है ट्रू एंड सैक्स टीम मैच थोड़ा ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहा है यार टूर्नामेंट, कैसी बात करते हो गाइज। थैंक यू वेरी मच, 205 लाइक्स। जो हमारे मॉड हैं आशीष नेगी स्टैन, उनको थोड़ा प्यार देना। वो वीडियो ऑफलाइन जाने के बाद टाइम स्टैम्प डाल देंगे, मैं उनका कमेंट पिन करवा दूंगा टीम को बोल के, उनको लव वाला भी दे देंगे तो आपको कमेंट मिल जाएंगे इजीली। एंड आई होपफुली विल पुट द टाइम स्टैम्प ऑन अ डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑल्सो एंड विद क्रेडिट टू, यार आशीष नेगी स्टैन एक तो नाम चेंज कर लो भाई, ताकि आपको प्रॉपर क्रेडिट मिल सके। कैसा लगेगा हमारा चैनल किसी को क्रेडिट दे रहा है, उसका नाम आशीष नेगी स्टैन, तो वो कर लेना, ठीक है। एंड नेक्स्ट वीक होपफुली पॉजिटिव अपडेट्स, टासा मार्केट सुपर कप एंड हो जाएगा तो कोचेस में बहुत अपडेट्स होने वाली है। प्लस देयर विल बी अपडेट फ्रॉम आवर साइड फ्रॉम अस नेक्स्ट अपकमिंग प्रोजेक्ट विच विल कम। सो 1.5 घंटे का एपिसोड हो गया, 5 PM थर्सडे नेक्स्ट वीक इनसाइड इंडियन फुटबॉल वी कीप ऑन कंटिन्यू ऑन दिस चैनल। एंड मुझे बताया नहीं पर ऑफलाइन जाके भी आप बता सकते हो, प्रोजेक्ट डायमंड, ब्लू कप प्रोजेक्ट, जो IFF के प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च हुए हैं, जो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई थी फैंसी, उसके लिए क्या अलग से वीडियो करना चाहिए या इनसाइड इंडियन फुटबॉल के एपिसोड में ही कवर कर लें, आप मुझे ट्विटर पे बता सकते हैं 7 नेगी आशीष, इंस्टाग्राम पे बता सकते हैं 7 नेगी आशीष। जाते जाते एक बात बोलूंगा, whoever is quoting my views, opinion, information from this channel, this episode, please also give a YouTube link with a timestamp. People get a complete picture. People have been misquoting me again and again. Whoever reading those tweets and everything, always verified on this channel, on Khilna social media handle, that what I have said, people have been misquoting again and again and again and I please request, don't misquote. वो हाफ इन्फॉर्मेशन जा रही है, वो अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है मुझे। लोग अच्छे लोग मैसेजेस करते हैं कि ये ट्रू है, ये सच है, रॉन्ग है, कोचेज है, प्लेयर्स है, अच्छा नहीं लगता वो चीज़। सो प्लीज़ गिव पर्टिकुलर इन्फॉर्मेशन विद द पर्टिकुलर लिंक सो दैट पीपल कैन कन्फर्म एवरीथिंग। थैंक यू वेरी मच, lovely to have you guys back on this channel and I think good show again. Thank you very much. I will see you guys again next week 5 PM। उससे पहले कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको खेलना.com पे मिल सकती है आफ्टर सुपर कप एंड्स। सो आप बने रहिए, खेलना.com वेबसाइट लिंक, सोशल मीडिया लिंक ऑन द डिस्क्रिप्शन टैब। यू कैन फॉलो मी ऑन ट्विटर, इंस्टाग्राम विद 7 नेगी आशीष। वहाँ अपनी फीडबैक एंड रिक्वेस्ट आप भेज सकते हैं मुझको। यन ढांडा का पॉडकास्ट अवेलेबल ऑन यूट्यूब एंड ऑल द ऑडियो प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर यू गाइस टू वॉच इट। थैंक यू वेरी मच, सी यू गाइस नेक्स्ट वीक।